The following program was produced by a PAC TV community producer and does not reflect the views or opinions of the PAC TV staff or the PAC TV Board of Directors. The content contained herein is the sole responsibility of the community producer.
How you doing, folks? I'm Mike Hogan, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and it is August the 22nd.
Yeah?
We're here at Boston State House again, our wonderful hall of laws and rules and regulations and taxes.
Look at all that gold.
Yeah. As you can see by the work trucks over here, the building is under construction, only that's not the part of this place that needs to be put under construction and rebuilt. We need to start on the inside of this building. Mark, come on over.
No.
Yes.
Stay there. No, I want you to stay in the shot now.
Okay.
Stay in the shot. Say, come on over, Mark.
Come on over, Mark.
No. Say, Mark.
You got her. It's your show.
What? Get your ass over here. Sun's out again. I gotta adjust. Hold on.
Your fans await you.
Come closer. Who are we? Where are we?
This is City Lights, City Streets. We're in Boston, Massachusetts. This is our illustrious state house.
Ooh, it is lustrous. Lustrous.
When your taxes go up, this is who you blame.
Why did they get the front door locked?
Well, if you notice, Mark, from the last time we were here, before they just had a little wire tie up at the top of the fence keeping you out.
Yeah. Now what
Since we're here, now they got a chain and a lock.
Stay on your mic. Don't move around, all right? Try not to, because that might glitch out. Stand right there. Mark, come on over, say.
Mark, come on over.
Why?
Because we told you to. Your public awaits you.
Public awaits me.
Plus, we want to read.
Move. Stay there again. Move it. Stay there again. Go that way. No, I don't move to that spot. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mark.
How are you? How you doing, Mike?
Not bad.
Where are we?
Boston, Massachusetts. Don't you just love
Boston,
it?
Massachusetts. I thought it was Boston Crapaschusetts.
No, the Crapaschusetts is right here.
Yeah, the Crapaschusetts.
Institution of Crap.
So what do we got? We got the 10 Commandments of the
Yeah, since the last time we were up here, we decided, you know, we'd figure out there's got to be some kind of rules that these guys follow to be a politician. So we come up with the 10 Commandments of a politician.
The 10 Commandments of a politician. Yeah. So there's 10 Commandments that the politicians really abide by, and we got them here.
Yeah.
We got the 10 Commandments of the politicians right here. We had to go to a special archive buried within a deep red mahogany desk of Mayor Curley, but we found them, and here they are, Mayor Curley's 10 Commandments of a politician. Go ahead, you start reading them.
Yep. The first one, thou shalt have a criminal history. Commandment number 2, thou shalt know 1,001 ways to screw the public. Number 3, thou shalt use drugs, smoke pot, don't inhale.
Let me read one. Yeah, let me read one. I want to read one. These are good. Thou shalt have. Ten Commandments of a politician. We got them from the red mahogany desk of Mayor Curley. And he wrote these 10 Commandments of a politician. Thou shalt have a criminal history. Thou shalt have 1,001 ways to screw the public. Thou shalt use drugs, smoke pot, don't inhale. And commandment number 4 is, thou must do all under the table deals on a solid mahogany desk.
Yep.
And what's number 5?
Gotta have the best.
We got the 10 Commandments here of other politicians, right?
Yeah.
10 Commandments. Why don't you read them off?
Number 5, thou shalt cross-dress on occasion. Number 6, thou must throw huge parties for your friends and slip the bill into the budget. That's a tough one. Got to do math is involved in that one, I think, Mark.
Yeah.
Number 7, thou must smoke cigarettes and be able to blow the smoke up your ass.
I like that one.
8, thou shalt take bribes and say please and thank you. Very courteous. It's an important requirement there. Number 9, thou must have the ability of an illusionist. Now you see your money, now you don't.
Hey, wait a minute. What happened to Mike? He left. What happened was one of the politicians inhaled and he sucked Mike right up his ass. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and Mike disappeared. Yeah, he went right up the ass of a politician when he inhaled. I think it was Vinny, right? Is that why Vinny's head so skinny? Because people, oh, he's sucking his ass, his brain's been out of it. No, he likes Vinny. We're talking about Vinny Scapioli, you know the butcher down the street here. There's 3 things you should never do in life. You never knock the president, you never knock your mother, and you never knock Vinny the butcher down there, because he gives you the meat. Not this baloney that's up here. Mike, come on over here and say a few words.
Few words.
Finish the 10 Commandments. What are they again?
Okay.
How about the last one you read? We got one again.
The last one I read. Number 9, thou must have the abilities of an illusionist. Now you see your money, now you don't. I think they call that taxation, and they don't represent you. Number 10, thou must balance your wife, secretary, girlfriend, and boyfriend while juggling the books. 5 for me, 1 for the public. Number 11, thou shalt never tell the truth. And number 12, thou must sign a long-term contract with Satan or Beelzebub. Oh, by the way, I know we said this was 10 commandments and I gave you 12. We did this because to a politician, his job is like Christmas, and we all know there's 12 days of Christmas. So they have their 12 days in commandments.
Now you mentioned the cigar. You forgot a commandment, cigar.
Oh yeah, thou must be an avid cigar smoker like Mark.
Like Clinton?
Oh, like Clinton? No, Clinton set the standard for cigar smoking.
Come over here and smoke your cigar.
Smoke your cigar, Mark, come on.
I got this, I hear this sound, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And why don't you stand back here? Hi, how you doing? And the 10th commandment was, thou shalt smoke a cigar like Clinton. Thank you, Mr. Clinton. I'll tell you though.
No, you're supposed to say
No.
Monica.
Thank you, Monica. Yeah. But you know something? You got a light? If you don't have a light, we'll all be disappointed.
Uh-oh.
I got one. Say the name of the show.
City Lights, City Streets. We're in Boston, Massachusetts,
Back up.
at our illustrious State House.
Stay right there.
And we're here today, again, to file some papers to, get our point across on the shit that's going down in the community. Oh, excuse me, I used that shit word again. That's a desensitizing people. We're desensitizing you again. Yeah. Every time you hear me and Mark say shit about any of these words, don't worry about it. We're just desensitizing you.
desensitizing. They're already numb from getting. They're already numb from getting fucked up the ass. What are you talking about? Desensitized.
Yeah.
The only thing that's desensitized is politicians.
Yeah.
Yep, bomb. Let's make money.
Oh, yeah. I heard the politicians
yeah.
are saying, Mark, they seen your show where you were talking about the power lube
Yeah.
and stuff, and they told me they don't use power lube. They work very fast. They use Jiffy Lube.
Oh, Jiffy Lube. No.
Yeah, because they want to fuck you in a jiffy.
Well. So what you're telling me is that the thing that a politician has in his desk is a bottle of bourbon, right? Bottle of bourbon to start off with, right? That's what a politician has in his desk. A bottle of bourbon, a big pen because it writes first time every time, and it's good for crossing out things.
Yeah.
You know. And one more thing they need is what else? One more thing they have in their
And a
desk.
bottle of Viagra, because all the fucking they do all week long, they need it to keep up with the woman.
And this is Mark, and that's Mike, and we're at the State House. And that's Mark. I mean, that's Mike, and I'm Mark, and we'll be right back. Tell them we'll be right back.
We'll be right back, folks. And that is a threat. Welcome back, folks. This is City Lights, City Streets, and we're in Boston, Massachusetts, August the 22nd. Mark, come on over.
Keep talking.
Haul ass, your fans are waiting for you.
You gotta talk.
That squeaking sound is Mark. He's slowly working his way up here.
Did you move?
No. I set the papers down.
You gotta talk. All right, hold it. This is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And you want to stand on the top step. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and I'm here with Mr. Mike Hogan. Say, Mark, come on over.
Let's go. Come on over. Your fans are waiting for you.
Say something, will you? You're talking up off screen. Where are we?
We're in Boston, Massachusetts.
Are you sure?
Let me look. Big buildings, Gold Dome.
You're off the top shelf again.
No, I'm on the same one. This is where I was standing.
Get on the other one. Stand on the other one. Stand on the top. Get the dome in. Stand on the top.
This is where you did it from.
Don't move.
This is where you did it from, Mark. You keep moving the camera.
No, I think I know what I'm doing. Shut up.
Look. You did it from here.
Believe me, you'll see what I mean. Hi, Mike. How are you?
What's up, Mark?
Oh, I'm just standing there doing nothing. Come here, over here.
Yep.
Oh, just doing nothing. What are you doing? You talk so much off camera, for Christ's sake. Say, wait, I'm fixing the camera.
Spending a nice, lustrous day at our beautiful State House here in Boston, Massachusetts.
Are you sure it's Boston, Massachusetts? You had a hard time saying that when I was fixing the camera.
It looks like it. Boston Commons, big buildings, Gold Dome.
Gold Dome?
Yeah.
How much does that cost, Mike?
A lot of tax dollars.
A lot of tax dollars. That's
you know, they just redid that, refinished it all over. I'd like to see the bill for that.
They should just paint the fucking thing.
I'd like to see the bill they did do.
Oh, they did
for
paint
it.
it.
They just did it. Yeah, the whole thing
with
was
gold,
just
pure gold.
Yeah.
What do they do? What do they do? Just take old ladies' assets and foreclose on them and put them out in the street and then melt down the gold?
What's all that extra money O'Brien's got in her safe in there?
O'Brien?
What's her name?
Is that her name?
The treasurer. Isn't that O'Brien?
What do you mean in her safe?
Oh, isn't that their personal safe in there? They got that big safe with all that money. And
No, they don't have it in a safe. They have it stuffed up the politician's ass. That way no one dares to get it. Would you want to get it? Hey, we got your tax money. Come get it. Oh, by the way, it's up a politician's ass.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want it, you got to fill out 1,000 pieces of paperwork in triplicate, have 20 pieces of ID, and they might give it to you in a year. It's one of them deals.
Let me ask you a question. It's just me, you, and the State House. What is the worst waste of government?
The worst waste in government?
The government that wastes. What does it waste most its money on?
Themselves, the politicians. They waste it on their parties. They waste it on all of the bull that they get into and we have to pay off. Just like that Clinton deal. The Whitewater. They go out and get in trouble before he ever became president because of her law firm and the Whitewater deal. And because they're in office, we foot the bill for all their legal fees. But it happened before they came into office. Yep, that's our government. That's the laws that our country sets for us. You know what I mean? You paid for that, for all her indiscretions during when she was with her law firm.
Well,
you paid for that.
Can I tell you a story? Come here.
Yeah.
About immigrants, right? They, we think there's too many of them coming in here. A lot of people think that. But let me just tell you a quick story. Don't interrupt until I'm done. All right? I'll have to fucking leave you here with the politicians. You know? The only way to shut him up is to stick his head up the politician's ass.
I'll still keep talking. Then I'll start blowing smoke up his ass.
We're going to be going in there a little later on the show. We're actually going to go in the State House with a camera, and we're going to show you all the artifacts that are in there, the millions of dollars worth of paintings, while homeless people are sleeping.
Oh, when you said artifacts, I thought you were talking about the politicians.
Yeah, they're artifacts. All right. Hey, we should be happy. I mean, too bad they weren't artifacts. They're more like fossils. Can't get rid of the fuckers. Their bones keep showing up everywhere. Have you dug into a politician's background lately? You know how many fucking bones you find? Huh? No, we don't have 212 bones in our body. The politician's got 952 bones in his body. Yeah.
And in their closet.
Let me tell you a story about Lady Liberty. When the immigrants come over to New York and they see Lady Liberty and they climb up in between her legs and up to the torch and get their green card, and they come walk down the back stairs of Lady Italy right out her ass. Welcome to America, comrades. Welcome to America, where police shoot black people and then get acquitted. In New York City, a cop shot a black guy 41 times. 3 cops shot a black guy 41 times, and they got off. Welcome to America, where you invest in companies, and then they steal your money. They go bankrupt. You go bankrupt, but they keep the profits.
Yeah. And you lose. The little guy always loses.
Like I said, they go into Lady Liberty's upper dress. They go out her backside, right out her ass. Welcome to America, comrades.
The only good thing we can hope to gain out of this country is if we take it back. We go in here and we tell these politicians we've had enough of their crap. We've had enough of this bull with the way they're running things and setting laws and regulations that are geared to punish us, not them. It's like you said, man. All these big companies folding up. You know what I mean? The little guys, pensions and 401ks, everything going down the toilet, But I don't see none of the politicians going broke. I didn't see them losing big money. I didn't see, any of the companies, these corporations have gone after, haven't taken nothing away. The only one I did see was Adelphia, when they took over them crooks family and got them out and turned the company over to the stockholders because it rightfully belonged to them now.
So we're going in, right?
Yeah.
They can't hear me. Say they're going in.
They're going in. We're going in, and we're going to fight this fight again. We're going to talk to people, get answers to our questions, why this type of behavior is allowed to keep going on. And we're not going away. We've told them before on Mark's show, and we're going to say it again. We're going to keep coming back. We don't care how stupid people might think we are, or think we're wasting our time, or that this is not anything that is going to go anywhere. Well, it will. It's going somewhere. It's gone from Plymouth to Boston so far, because me and Mark come up here and we're going to make our points heard. And it'll go further than this if need be. And I think a lot of people out there that watch the show, that know what's going on, need to get together, unite. Think about New York. Mark, you remember the Million Man March?
Yep.
Over 1 million people converged on Washington to make their point known. Imagine if one day you woke up and over 1 billion people got together and went up there and told the politicians, we've had enough. We want to go back to the way it was. We want it back where a mother could be home with her family, a father could work one job and support his family and not be taxed up to the hilt where... Yep, we'll be right back. This is City Lights, City Streets.
And I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Mike Hogan, and this is Mark Lord.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back, this is Mark. Mike just went to put some quarters in the meter. Well, we're in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm Mark and you're you. And this is City Lights, City Streets. We got you the potassium iodide, didn't we? We're going to be getting seatbelts on school buses. Should I read the complaints? The health complaints? Did you know the school system about seatbelts on school buses? Well, in Plymouth, Massachusetts, or any town in America, the bus company said that they would put seatbelts on school buses if the school district required it. So if the school district requires the school bus to have seatbelts, the school bus companies are more than willing to put seatbelts on school buses. As a matter of fact, they have to if we require it. And I talked to First Student Bus Company that is busing our students in Plymouth, Massachusetts, or any town in America. And they don't have seatbelts on school buses, but I talked to the company and they said, we will put on seatbelts on school buses if the school district requires it. So now it's up to the school district, folks. And it's a health problem. Superintendent Hershey's schools are in any town in America, superintendent of schools in any town in America. This is happening all over America from sea to shining sea. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and we're going to get seatbelts on school buses because the school bus company manager of the regional office of First Student Bus Company that's busing out children in Plymouth, Massachusetts, I talked to the regional manager and he said, yes, we will get seatbelts on school buses if the school district requires it. Well, now it's up to Superintendent Hershey or any superintendent, school intendant in America to do the right thing and get seatbelts on school buses. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And don't you think we're not going to get it either, because we're in the process now. We're not going to let these politicians walk all over us. We're not going to let local school committees walk all over us. We're sick and tired of state regulations, state non-regulation. For instance, there's potassium iodide stockpiled right now in the State House. There's potassium iodide for every member that's in this State House here right now. Potassium iodide is the pill that blocks the bad radiation when there's a nuclear power radiation leak. It's a known fact. They got it stockpiled in here, the politicians, but yet potassium iodide is stockpiled in the Massachusetts State of Health. They're stockpiled there right now, just waiting for school districts to ask to get the stockpiling in the schools. If Secretary of Human Health Services, Tommy Thompson, the federal government, he requires potassium iodide for all the federal employees. Even prisoners have it, and it's stockpiled in your state house right now for the school committees, and any businesses out there that request it will get potassium iodide for free, but you have to request it because the state, even though they said we need it there because it does save lives, they're not doing their job. You gotta do your job. You gotta protect your families. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And we're at the State House. And Richard O'Keefe, Health Inspector, I urge you to get seatbelts on school buses. Superintendent Hershey, do the right thing and get seatbelts on school buses. The First Student Bus Company said they would put on seatbelts on school buses if it was required by the school district. What's the problem? Don't you know how to say require? Well,
Don't you know how to say require? It's easy. Require. We require seatbelts on school buses. That's all you have to say to the first student bus company that are busing out children without seatbelts because they said they would do it if the school district required it. Is that so hard to say, required? You have to get an acquired common sense, because obviously common sense is no longer common. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and I just been ranting with Mike. Come over here. Where you been? Mike was out trying to pick up some girls over here, right, Mike?
Yeah.
No.
Mike was out putting money in the meter. Gotta pay them taxes some more.
Gotta pay the taxes some more. You're putting the money in the meter.
Yeah.
Jeez. I think those meters, each one of those meters probably put out $1 million worth of stuff, don't you think?
Close to it.
Now, how many meters are in the city?
Get a list.
We could get, why don't we count them? Why don't we set up a committee to count the meters in the city? That's what we need to do. Yeah, that's important because the government needs to know where our fucking money's going. So we need somebody, right, Mike? To count the meters because you never know. You know, one could be missing, you know? And the politicians wouldn't go for that because it wouldn't put another leaf of gold on that dome up there. Yeah. And then we'll take another $1 away from Social Security where the lady that eats cat food because she can't buy anything else is now eating seeds off the ground. Is this on? And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. No. What do you want me to show? He wants me to show you a cartoon. Let me have the cartoon. Explain what it is. Come up close to the camera. Don't explain. What? Just read it. Talk.
This is a cartoon, a little article that was sent to us on the computer that we got a laugh and a half out of, which you all know has been going on about the judges in the Ninth Circuit Court saying about the Pledge of Allegiance in the school, you know, under God, because it had God in it. So this is a little joke sent to me.
Tell a story about I chew God.
Oh, I chew God?
Do you chew God? You don't chew God.
Chew
Now,
God.
you stay right there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Here's another good one.
Hold on. This is City Lights, City Streets, and we'll be right back. All right, now we're on go.
Okay. This is another good one. It's marked the achoo one he calls. It's called the sneeze. This is a good one. They walked in tandem, each of the 93 students filing into the already crowded auditorium. With rich maroon gowns flowing in the traditional caps, they looked almost as grown up as they felt. Dad swallowed hard behind broad smiles, and moms freely brushed away tears. This class would not pray during the commencements, not by choice, but because of a recent court ruling prohibiting it. The principal and several students were careful to stay within the guidelines allowed by the ruling. They gave inspirational and challenging speeches, but no one mentioned divine guidance and no one asked for blessings on the graduates or their families. The speeches were nice, but they were routine, until the final speech received a standing ovation. A solitary student walked proudly to the microphone. He stood still and silent for just a moment, and then he delivered his speech, an astounding sneeze. The rest of the students rose immediately to their feet, and in unison they said, "God bless you."
That's good. Now, come on over.
Wait a minute. The audience exploded into applause. The graduating class found a unique way to invoke God's blessing on their future with or without the court's approval.
Mark, come on over.
Mark, come on over.
All right, well, now you get out of there. How's that? And this is Mark, and this is City Lights. Look at the camera and tell how we're doing. This is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. We now go out to Kingston, Plymouth, Hingham, Weymouth, Rockland, Abington, and with your help, we can go out to the rest of Massachusetts. We have to take this by storm, folks. We got to use the video camera as a weapon and go in here and shoot these politicians to show you what they really are. Put them on the spot. Don't let them get away with lying and bamboozling you into believing that you got a good economy. Get real. The minimum wage should be $15. I think Ted Kennedy signed a minimum wage hike. I think he raised it a nickel. Well, if that's the case, if he raised it a nickel, the minimum wage, then I say we should change the American flag to a hammer and a sickle. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And we're in Boston, Massachusetts, or any town in America, or any small town in America. It happens all over this land, from sea to shining sea, Purple Mountain Magistry. And they're trying to destroy it with loose pollution controls. More poisons in our water, more poisons in our food, genetic engineering. You think you got mad cow? In Europe, well, you got a lot of mad friggin' cows right in here, and a lot of fucking bull too. And we the people gotta be going for the gold, because we're sick and tired of painting that dome gold with taxpayers' money when they take $1 away from a woman on security that she used to buy cat food to eat because she couldn't afford a chicken. So now what is she eating? Paper. Don't laugh. In Brazil, USA Today just reported, in Brazil, there's 50 million starving people in Brazil, and they eat newspapers. And that's a fact, you can check that up. They eat newspapers. My only question would be, if they ate newspapers for dinner and stuff, what the hell they wipe their ass with? A ham hock?
Politicians.
A politician. No, they're ass wipes. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's why they wipe their asses with them.
And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and we'll be right back. Right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Money that can be used to fuel the economy and eliminate big government.
Go ahead, over here. Stand right there.
Now let them do their space.
Let them.
On your client. Okay.
Look at her, get her, look. She's doing a story too.
Advocates of eliminating the state income tax propose that it could put an estimated $3,000 back into the pockets of Massachusetts taxpayers. Money that could be used to fuel the economy and eliminate big government.
There you go. Face the camera
That's it. Over there?
and hold the sign up.
No, that won't. They won't. You think? You want to hold it up? Go ahead.
Advocates of eliminating
Show the sign first. Go stand over there.
Advocates of eliminating the state income tax propose that
Go
it
see how
could
it comes on the camera. Get over here.
$3,000
I'm rolling.
back into the pockets of Massachusetts.
Hey, just hold it up right there.
Money that could be used
So, Mike, what are you gonna do? Wait a minute. What are you gonna do with that sign? What are you gonna do with the sign? Okay.
They have to cheer it up.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get a busload of them, and then I'll start talking some shit. Why don't you go over there? So hi, this is Mark. Hi, how are you? We're here in wonderful Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, it's so much fun. But you know, there's this like sewer odor coming out of the State House over here. What is it? Come here. What is that all about? You gotta talk into this mic.
This is the new septic city.
This is Septic City.
We found all that shit that was flowing
ahead.
downhill from our park.
Yeah.
It's coming up to Capitol Hill.
Go ahead. Sound check. Go ahead.
Sound.
Say anything.
Hello.
Why do you freeze up? Stay there. Don't move. Throw your keys down. Go ahead.
Okay, you want me to say something?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Don't move. Do not move. Yeah, you always gotta talk. You know, I can't. Don't move. You know, I can't shut him up. I can't shut him up otherwise. You know, but when you get on camera, you freeze up. What happened? What you do? Pull a politician out your ass? Now you don't have to talk so much.
It must be being
rid of
near.
that?
It's being so close to this place. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts, yeah.
You get all choked up.
You get all choked up. But we're at the State House in Boston, Massachusetts, or any town in America, and we have so much fun here at the State House. What do you think we go in there and shoot some politicians with a video camera?
Yeah, I think we should.
Don't you think we should shoot some politicians with a video camera?
Yep,
All right, why don't we
shoot
do
them
that?
right out of office. Hey, Mark, I
Yeah.
came up with a good idea we can use. You ever
Yeah.
see that movie, Bruce the Millions?
Yeah.
And he turns around, he ran this whole campaign with all this money that he had, and he didn't want to be elected. He just didn't want any of them idiots that were in office getting elected because he knew they were screwing the people over. He said, imagine if one of these elections, everybody just woke up one day and decided they can't stand all these politicians, and everybody voted none of the above? What'd they do then? Who'd get elected?
That's what I say. I want to find out who the dictator would be.
Yeah.
Well, probably be the same old, same old.
Because I'll guarantee you, if everybody in this country voted none of the above, I'll bet you someone would still get into office.
Well, they voted in a dead person or something in Minnesota or something. Yeah, I'm telling you, they'll vote in a fossil. You know, for Christ's sakes, you know, and the government is in the fossil age anyway. You know, they don't represent the people. If you want to represent the people, then you telemarket all the voters and you say, do you want us to do that? And you tally the votes and you do what the people want. Use telephones, telemarketing.
The people represent the people. They don't represent us. They got their own agenda. They're doing what benefits them, what benefits their money, what benefits their companies. If they were doing what's in the interest of the public, you know, we would have what I said before. We would have the right to be able to have mom home raising the kids and raise a family, and dad could come home and spend his weekends with the families. You know, the kids.
Families. Their families.
There's not, no. It's not profitable for our government to allow us to be off on weekends to spend time with our families. It's not profitable for them to have a one-person working family where dad could make enough money to raise the whole family like they could years ago. No, it's not profitable to government to do that, so we end up getting screwed because they have their own agenda. They do what they want to do.
Well, we're going to be going into Abington, Hingham, Norwell, Boston, and we're going to go into Natick and Framingham. Well, we need your help. If you know anybody in those towns, all you do is you write me at P.O. Box 1503, Manamet, Massachusetts 02345. And that's P.O. Box 1503, Manamet, Massachusetts 02345. And if you have a friend that lives in New York or anywhere, and you want to get the word out that we're sick and tired and we're not going to take this shit anymore.
No. We need to get together, we need to bond together and do this all as one and come after these guys and hit them where it hurts. Hit them hard. Hit them at the election booth. Let them know you've had enough of their crap. I'm telling you, when I go in, I'm voting none of the above. I'm not voting for none of them. Because ain't not one politician has proved anything other than all together as one. They're united in their cause to fuck this country over and turn it upside down and make your life a living hell.
Do you
where
have
the
to
little
use that
guy
word,
don't
fuck?
have to live. Yep.
Oh, okay. I was just asking.
Just so long as you let them know we're desensitizing the community to these words.
I was just asking, you know, I mean, you can use that word if you like, but...
See, we're like the Osborne family, man.
We are, yeah.
We're a sitcom of the family.
No, we're a dysfunctional America is what we are. We've been battered and beaten by bureaucracy. We want to break the cycle. And this is Mark, and this is City Light City Streets. And do you think your government stinks? Do you think your government stinks? Yeah. This is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, from sea to shining sea. Even children, we're sick and tired of the children being told, quiet, be quiet, go to the back of the line, when they should be expressing their thoughts and ideas and communicating in schools. Too many times children in classrooms are told to shut up, take a number, do your work. When in fact they should be communicating more, using verbalization to have free thought, and maybe we wouldn't have this bumbling bubblegum bureaucracy that we have. It's so gooey, it's like super glue. Once you get your feet in it, you'll never get the fuck
Well, they
out.
don't want us to have free thought, Mark. We're not supposed to think. We're supposed to work, slave, make money, pay taxes, have no life
And how
to
about tax?
speak of.
How about tax money being given away by the billions of dollars to other countries? Hey, you know, they gave $50 million to Saudi Arabia to have a better water treatment system, a better transportation system, a better energy system. Well, where the fuck is it here in America? We want that $50 million for a better transportation system, for a better water system, for a better school system. Is this on? And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and I'm Mark. And if you think your government stinks, you need to contact us at P.O. Box 1503, Manamet, Massachusetts. We're already up to 650,000 viewers. We want to get 1 million. That's the only way to do it. Get 1 million, and when we organize, it won't be a 1 million man march. It'll be America's march.
Yep.
and we're going to take back the White House. That's our house. Those are our paintings. That's our Lincoln bedroom. And unfortunately, that's Bill Clinton's DNA on the Lincoln bedroom sheets, but that's not ours. He can have that. You little fucker. They all stink. People say, oh, you elect this person or that person. Just remember, no matter who you vote for, somehow the government always gets in. And this is Mark, and this is...
City lights, city streets, and we're here to bring it to the attention of the public, all the stuff that's going on that you have to put up with day in and day out, why you live the life you have to live down there struggling to raise and support a family.
Did you bring your Jiffy Lube? Huh?
Yeah.
'Cause when you're in Boston, the politicians are so thick. It's like SS officers marching down the street like this.
Well, we can't buy Jiffy Lube. It's only for politicians.
Yeah, that's right.
Private stock.
I think they made that an amendment to the Constitution that that politicians should have an endless supply of Jiffy Lube. So when they're fucking you real bad, they don't run out. And anyway, it doesn't hurt you that bad then. Well, we gotta take the Jiffy Lube away. We gotta ban Jiffy Lube because when we get fucked by the politicians again, it's gonna hurt this time, and it's hurting now. We gotta take away the Jiffy Lube.
Well, here's a good, I was just saying, you know, most people can relate to this about the way our government works and does things. And, you know, even like in business, I worked for Home Depot. Now here's hundreds of people working for this store. All of them, you know, willing to work, you know, they got families, they got things going on. Well, you know, some people are able to work from 3 to whatever. Some people are able to work mother's hours where once they get the kids on the bus, they can come in and work till the kids get home from schools. But the stores, the companies, the business, they won't hire them to do these things. They don't want you to work in this manner. They give you schedules that they want you to work to keep your life confused, to keep you where you can't get ahead or go anywhere. You're stuck with this company. You're afraid to leave it because you need the job, you need the money to support your family. And you know, this is the behavior that goes on all the time. It goes on in government, it goes on in business. Everywhere we go in life, this is a practice that they keep using against us.
Practice? I think they got it pretty perfect. They don't need any more practice. It's all on automatic.
Well, they're always practicing to perfect it, make it more perfect,
make
to
more
suit
money.
them. Yeah.
Well, you know why, don't move around now. You know why Bush is busting all these corporate crime and stuff, is so that he can make more money for his corporate buddies who buy up these corporate crime criminals' investments. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And I'm Mark. And remember, when there's a number thing there where you take the number, don't take the number. You tell them I'm not a fucking number anymore.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do. They want to give everybody a national ID card. So no matter where you go, this national ID card is the same all over the country, and everyone has to show it. Let me see your papers.
It's the same thing as Big Brother's watching. There's no privacy. We got no right. They call this the land of opportunity and the land of the free.
Well,
where's the freedom? Where's the opportunity? You know what I mean? They say we have freedom of speech, but if we don't say what they want, they shut us up.
Fuck them.
You know? Ask me, we live in the land of contradictory. You know, everything's contradicted. We go and they pass laws, they vote in all these laws that are supposed to protect the public. And then they give these laws to all the communities like Plymouth and stuff, and then they're allowed to fuck with them and twist them around and make bylaws to change those laws. So it's like everything in life we do. You don't like it, let's change it. You know? Oh, you don't like people having freedom of speech? Well, let's put rules and regulations to govern what they can say and where they can say it.
They do that. They do that anyway.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know, as far as the
where is the freedom in that?
Well, you know, as far as the you gotta stay here because I got the mic. You got the mic.
Yeah.
as far as the God thing, let me say this thing about the God thing and the Pledge of Allegiance. Congress and the Senate and all those politicians, they made such a big fucking deal about taking God out of the Pledge of Allegiance. They actually stood out in front of Congress and saluted and did the Pledge of Allegiance. Said they were so riled up about taking this one word that shouldn't be in there anyway, but it's in there because it's a separation of church and state. And anyway, they put so much energy, time, and effort into this when there were 12 million to 15 million kids living in poverty in America. What about that? Do they talk about the 1,000 children that are lost in the Department of Social Services in Florida, Jeb Bush's state? They lost 1,000 children in state care. They lost 1,000 children. What happened? And they're worried about some fucking God, a three-letter word inside of some sort of patriotic jingoism?
Yep. Well, that's a perfect another government agency, DSS. You know what I mean? Loses track of children, sticks them in homes that are unsafe because they don't know what they're doing. I know a woman who still is caring for foster kids, and she's been approved. This woman has been taken, she's had guns in her house which were taken away. She does drugs, you know, she drinks all the time. She's been arrested, been in numerous accidents. This woman is still a foster care parent. Legally in this system, and foster care knows about this and has done nothing to change. And their response is, well, it's hard to find good people. Oh, so if you can't find a good one, put them with a bad one? That solves the problem? Come on, America, wake up. It's time to realize what's going on. It's time to tell them we want our government back. We want them to listen to our voices. We want them to hear what we got to say. Their agenda isn't our agenda. We want equality, we want to be able to live in peace. Not to have to put up with all the crap that we deal with day in and day out. It's hard enough going and putting in a 40, 50, 60-hour week at work, but then you still got to come home and deal with tax collectors and, you know, people within the system coming after you, people trying to steal your identities, companies, you know, running checks on you and screwing with your credit. You know, it's got to stop. We want our rights back. We want the freedoms that we were born with in this America. All the ones that they're taking away from us. Mark, come on over.
Yeah, right here, they can't hear me because I'm like, stop, I stop. Flip it that way. I know it's tough. Oh, that's good. Don't move.
I'm driving Mark crazy because I'm moving all over the place.
You know what you just said? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yep.
But you know we ain't never going to get it back, man, unless you take up arms.
Yeah, we will
we
get
have
it
arms,
back.
But we'll use these arms, we'll strangle them motherfuckers.
Mark, they said years ago women would never have rights. They got them.
Yeah.
They said years ago that, you know, it's like anything that the people want to stand up and fight for.
They had
you know?
no rights.
Right. Blacks had no rights, and they said that they never would, but they do.
They got them.
You know, they got their rights. Everything changes over time if the people unite together and make it change.
Absolutely
If
right.
we sit back and ignore it and say, oh, well, what can I do? I'm just one person trapped in a world of chaos, trying to raise a family. I can't do anything.
Well, you
yes,
can.
you can. You're one voice, one vote,
Be a pain in the neck.
along with
No.
millions.
Forget the votes. I don't think the votes are going to do anything.
Yeah, maybe one soul can't
minority
do nothing,
votes,
but if they get together with everybody, they can.
Yeah, if they get together with everybody, they can. But you know that ain't going to happen because people are too busy struggling to make a living,
Yeah, doing
what they have to do. So the minority actually votes. The minority is the one who elects people in this country. And popular vote doesn't even count in America, but it counts in Brazil.
Yeah, you know what?
You know, in other countries, popular vote is how they vote, but not in America. That's a politician's way of fucking us over again, you know? Hey, we got popular vote over here. We want this guy. Sorry, electoral system. No. He may have more votes. More people may like that motherfucker better than this motherfucker, but remember, they're both motherfuckers.
Well, that's why, look at Bush's own brother out in Florida demonstrated us just how legitimate our voting system is. Thanks to that nice big mess, we really saw.
votes weren't
I mean, Yeah, do you even really know if we're getting a true count? How many
not
people
now.
even know? Because usually when election goes down, I hear thousands of people always telling me, you know, that they wanted this person, but somebody different gets into office, and hear a lot of people, how'd he get into office? I mean, are our votes really counting?
Well, the thing is about the voting is it doesn't matter who's in there, because like I said, it doesn't matter who you vote for, somehow the government always gets in. Is this clear? Did you get it yet?
Yeah, somehow the corrupt government always gets in.
Yeah, well,
the
that's...
one that's not for the people, the one that's for themselves.
I say let's go in there and shoot them with a video camera. Put a camera in their face and ask them where our tax money went and see what they say. Ask them we saw him on his vacation on our time with his girlfriend in a motel. Let's get that on tape. Let's show the politicians scallywag, gerrymandering, no good, rotten, tax-grubbing bastards. Let's show them for what they really are. And Howie Carr, yeah, that's right, you are a fat bastard.
Yep. All the money that we spend in tax and paying for the things we do, and you know, here another year goes by, another school year comes up. You know, what did they do all around? Now the parents got to pay for their kids to take the bus.
Yeah.
That don't have seat belts. It's okay to have them in cars and arrest somebody or give them a ticket.
Yeah, the principal of the school has seat belts in their car. Teachers have seat belts in their cars. Why not
We
the
have
children?
to have them in our cars. We get pulled over and get tickets if we don't have our cars. But the buses are allowed to be excluded. How did they get exempt?
Well, they're exempt because the school districts do not require seatbelts on school buses. It's the school district's fault. Because I talked to the first student bus company that's busting in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and they said that they would get seatbelts on school buses if the school district required it. What part of required don't you understand? Acquire common sense. That I know you don't have common sense, because common sense is very uncommon today. I don't know why they call it common sense. It's more like nonsense.
It's because only commoners have it at times.
Yeah. So you need to write me in as state representative, Mark Lord, write me in. Did you know on the ballot they have all the election people's names? But why don't they have a box for a write-in where it says you can write in whoever you want? Why isn't the person, the average person, not represented in the voting system of America? Why isn't there a write-in box that says write in your candidate? Why is it that it's blank? Getting fucked again. But we don't mind that as long as that Jiffy Lube keeps coming, man.
Yeah, as long as they do it in a jiffy with the lube.
With the lube. But I'm telling you though, we gotta ban Jiffy Lube. It's important that we ban Jiffy Lube, because then they won't be able to fuck, because it'll hurt really bad then. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and you can write me at P.O. Box 1503, Massachusetts. Yeah, you can write me at P.O. Box 1503, Manamet, Massachusetts. And we're in all these, we got 750,000 viewers now. We're going for 1 million. We're going for 2 million after that. But we need your help to write in at P.O. Box 1503, Manamet, Massachusetts, and we can get this message of hope to you, the American people, so we can raise our minimum wage for $15, a livable wage. Don't let corporations beat us down.
Mark,
The fucking cloud.
you want to know one of the biggest corruptions going on in our government today that I think almost any human being on the face of the earth
What, bribes?
can not just bribes, but that any human being can relate to. If you've ever been a renter and had to deal with landlords who, you all know the title slumlord, you know what I mean? Anywhere in America, any little town, anywhere you go, you're gonna find this breed of human beings who preys on the little people, who don't have much money, who are struggling to raise their families. And, you know, they're in a situation where they can't afford a $100,000, $200,000 home. And even at that price, in a lot of cases, it's a fix-me-up. You know, you've all experienced this type of situation where you had to rent, and you know the atrocities that go on against individuals in these situations. One person I know that turned around, she got a housing certificate, moves into the apartment. Now, housing does not do tenant at will. You have to sign a lease, so they had a lease. And here, a couple of months after this girl moves in, the guy decides he's going to sell the place, and she has to move. You know what I mean? She's got 2 little babies, another child on the way, and they're kicking her to the street 2 months after she went through all this hassle of moving and the money it cost and the expense. 2 months later, they're telling you have to move. You know, these kind of things have to stop. And here, the housing authority did nothing. Wouldn't even help her, Mark. They were going to let this woman get tossed into the streets when legally, by law, that is not right. That landlord should never have had the right to go into contract with somebody that's playing with people's lives to make a buck.
He moved.
And most of the landlords you find, they won't fix nothing. They leave the tenant and the homeowner responsible, walking around on dangerous porches and decks that look like they're ready to fall apart and collapse. You know, but God forbid should you be a week late with your rent. You know, they're slapping you with fines and penalties and everything else.
Yeah, that's got to change. The rental system really sucks. Affordable housing. We have enough land in America to give.
This is who protects them, Mark.
I know.
This is who protects the slumlords and allows them to do the things they do to you. These are the guys that make the laws and the rules for these guys to use against you.
Now, there's enough land in America that every person could have a single-family dwelling on 1 acre of land, and they can give them some land so that they can farm on it, and everything takes care of itself then, man.
Yeah.
But we're going to bring that to the people. We want, you know how like Truman said, I want a chicken, or Roosevelt, or one of those fucking scallywag politicians says, he says, we want a chicken in every oven. You know, well, we want everybody to have a home, a single dwelling home on 1 acre so they can farm it and be self-sufficient. That's what we're striving for. Fuck the chicken in the oven. Anyway, we don't even get a chicken in the oven at that. And if we do, it's poisoned with E. coli because of the lack of health codes in the chicken industry. Cluck, cluck, cluck. You know, they're
any industry.
Well, you know, yeah, you know, they're breeding chickens without beaks. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they don't peck each other to death then, and they don't have any beaks. But you know, I'm gonna miss that little flappy thing, that, you know, that on the beak. You know, that little, what was that, jiggly old jello thing there? I'm gonna miss that, cause they just, well, maybe if they made them fake ones, I'd feel a lot better, like Groucho Marx noses and stuff. Yeah. Put fake beaks on them then, you know. You know, McDonald's is going to a completely automated McDonald's. Robots are going to take the food, and robots are going to take your money through a credit card type thing. McDonald's, so no human hands touches the hamburger at McDonald's in California in an automated system. But I wrote them and said, I'm going to miss those pimply teenagers because you at least put a few blemishes on the technology.
And that ain't no joke, folks. Look at it now. They got robotics at almost every company eliminating people from work. Job after job. Pretty soon, we will be obsolete. They won't need us to make money. But what they don't realize is, if we don't make money, we don't spend money.
Obsolete.
Yeah, but they don't care. There's so many people in the world, and people keep making more people, and it just keeps getting more and more crowded where we become expendable.
Collateral damage.
Yeah. They don't need us. Why?
Well, the corporations, you know, the American worker has built this country, see? And now the corporations, see, they're so big now, see? Now they can forget about how they got so big, the American worker, and move their factories to other countries and put Americans who built this industrial nation, technological nation, now put them out of work, and that's America.
Yeah.
And that's what's bad about capitalism.
And take away their pensions and cheat them out of years of hard work, you know, that they put in, and they just cheat them out of it and take it away from them.
And they give them a Timex watch.
Yeah.
But it keeps ticking. They may be dead because they can't get a pacemaker, but when that cadaver, when he dies and he's buried, that Timex watch stays it's still ticking after 100 years. I saw that on John Cameron Swayze. They dug up a coffin once, and then they said, after 100 years, this corpse, the Timex is still ticking. Yeah, did you see that one with John Cameron Swayze?
No.
You don't even know who John Cameron Swayze is, do you?
No.
You didn't even know. Never mind. The older people will know. I thought you were old. Is that the part of your brain that's missing the John Cameron Swayze?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We got John Cameron lazy up here with this baloney, and they keep ticking. You know, too bad they weren't a bomb, because we know they would come to an end. Right? Right? Screwing us, right?
By the way, when we keep saying baloney when we did the last show, and we said that, you know, about the baloney being up here, well, I was corrected by a gentleman down in Plymouth that they actually have cheese, government cheese.
Yeah, with bologna in it.
To go with the bologna.
Yeah, it's food cheese is what it is. They got little bits of unknown material inside the cheese.
Yeah.
Hey kids, you want some food cheese?
It's like, say cheese while they give you the bologna.
And we know where and that's a big bologna, right, with the Jiffy Lube in. And if they don't have Jiffy Lube, they use mustard and relish. Yeah, and they relish in giving us the Jiffy Lube. They relish in that. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. Want to go to another location? So what's the meter? What does the meter look like?
10:42.
So what do you got, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Probably.
Well, shit, we got to get down there again. I got 2 more quarters. You want to go down there?
Okay.
Or don't you?
I'll go. City Lights, City Streets.
And we'll be right
I gotta
back.
feed the meter.
Okay, good.
Gotta give him the change.
Go walk down here and talk all the while.
Pay my taxes. Is this another form of taxation? Another form of taxation? Here we go. I'm gonna stick this 50 cents into the... I'm gonna stick this 50 cents into the meter and pay my taxes.
I told him to keep talking, but he stopped talking. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and I'm Mark, and Mike went to go pay the meter. We're in Boston, Massachusetts. Maybe I should just show you some of the sights while Mike's gone, huh? Why don't I do that? We'll show you the sights. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and we're gonna show you the sights, okay? So we're in Boston, Massachusetts on August 22nd, 2002, and we're gonna show you the sights. We're in Boston, Massachusetts, and we're showing you the sights. And there's a Civil War memorial. A Civil War memorial. Actually, it's the Black Civil War Memorial. Isn't that awesome? That is the Black Civil War Memorial. And we're waiting for Mike to come back. He had to put money in the meter. And we're in Boston, Massachusetts. And we could be in your home. All you have to do is write P.O. Box 1503, Manamet, Massachusetts, 02345. And we could be in your home. What the hell is Mike doing? Picking up a prostitute? Sheesh. Hey, there's plenty of them in here. There's plenty of whores right in this building, right here. Right in this building, plenty of whores in there.
Plenty of whores right in there. And that's the State House. And we're in Boston, Massachusetts. We're in Boston, Massachusetts, and it's August 22nd, 2002. And what you see there is the State House. As I was saying before, a lot of prostitutes in there. They rape the American public. Then this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets, and we're waiting for Mike, and Mike will be right back. He went to pay some money into the meter. And we'll be right back. So hang in there. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And we'll be right back. Here's Mike. Oh, never mind. That's good. Stop. How you doing, Mike?
Not bad. Tired. Paying them taxes.
Don't move. Oh, tired. Say something.
We did the meter. We're all set. We got a 44-minute reprieve.
44 minutes? 44
Yeah.
minutes, that's good reprieve.
I put in 50 cents, should have gave me 30 minutes. I put in 50 cents, it gave me 29.
You want a sandwich? We'll eat a sandwich on the air.
Sure. Is it bologna?
Sit on the stairs. We'll eat it. I'll get the sandwich. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I get you water?
This is Mark, and this is Mike, and this is City Light, City Street in Boston, Massachusetts.
August 22nd.
August 22nd.
You hungry?
Oh yeah. Feed us.
Can't move, right? We'll be right back, Greg.
We'll be right back. This is City Light, City Streets. Are we on? We're on. We're back.
All right, now the hard thing. What's happening to you?
Sure.
What are we having today?
Baloney. Mad cow.
What about the bologna that's in there? Talk about the bologna in there.
The bologna and cheese.
Where are we?
We're in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm Mike, and this is Mark Lord, and this is City Light, City Street. And we're here in Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, shit. There you go. Yeah, we made some sandwiches.
That
It's not-
S word is still desensitizing.
Who is?
We are. Thank
Hi,
you.
it's us. It's us. It's just us eating some bologna.
Yeah.
That's all. Like the politicians, you are what you eat. Actually, it's salami. But that sounds like a lot of bologna.
A lot of bologna, a lot of salami.
It's a politician. Well, we'll have to get a shot of him.
No.
Beautiful. Okay, stop. Exactly the same thing. This time I'd like the ladies to
What we're doing, what we're seeing here is they're doing some sort of photo thing. At the State House. Looks like a politician to me.
don't ham it up, but just
Don't they pump out those politicians with the blue suits, dude? Don't they? Don't they? Don't they? They pump out those blue suiters, don't they? There they are. What a handsome bunch. There they go. They can never do anything right the first time. They gotta do it again. You want to talk? You just come over, we'll talk. So, like I was saying, the politicians. The reason why they're taking so many times, to get this shot, because politicians can never do anything right the first time. Go get yourself a bologna sandwich. Or come down to the State House. There's a lot of bologna in here. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. And those politicians can't get anything right the first time. It takes them 100 times to do something right. We have to tell them what to do, folks. You gotta use the phone. The phone is a urban American terrorist implement. The phone is an urban terrorist American freedom of justice implement. We must use the phone as a weapon and call these scallywag, gerrymandering, baloney-headed fools and tell them what you think. And keep calling them and don't take no for an answer. Let them say no 100 times. You get your rights and you do it now, and don't be afraid of them. Remember, they work for us. And don't forget that Bush works for us. Remember? Did you forget that already? And we got the politicians over here. They're taking another take. I wonder if they brought their Jiffy Lube. Yeah. Do you think that photographer might have got his Jiffy Lube? He sucked, huh? Yeah. Oh, I know what we'll do. Hey, I got a great idea. There's so many homeless people right around here right now. But you got politicians drinking wine right in here. Only in America that you can be on the job and drink wine.
Thank you all very much.
Welcome.
All right, good going. Thanks a lot, pal.
Which one's the politician? Let's see.
They all are.
This one right here. Let's see. And this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to the State House they go. They sit in front, they're kicking their head. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. What was that, Mike? You're Mike now. Go ahead.
I was just laughing at watching them politicians. That whole group of people Mark was just filming. They're all politicians out here doing a photo shoot with a cameraman. And as Mark showed you, they did it twice. I guess he didn't get the right pictures on the first take. But he's using a still camera, a regular camera, to snap shots. And he had them walking towards him as though they were being important and doing a business. It kind of reminded me of what it's like when they run for office. You know, they're real good at posing and smiling for the camera and telling you what we want to hear, and you know, then they go into office and they do what the fuck they want. So I was laughing because it kind of reminded me of that. They come out and they pose for the camera and they take their pictures, and then they all walk off, and it's back to usual.
Back to usual, and then they, of course, they go back to their, you know, favorite Jiffy Lube and
wheeling and dealing a mahogany desk.
these really suck, don't they? Right? I say we should take the rest, right? There's a homeless guy. Sitting on top of sleeping on top of a roof. Say we go down there with a camera. Say, hey, you want a sandwich? And we'll throw him up a couple of sandwiches. You want to do that?
Sure.
All right.
We'll feed him?
We'll feed him. You don't want yours, right?
No.
Well, give it to me, and let me wrap this one in there. Like a squirrel, like a chipmunk. You eat like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
You know what they eat like in there, don't you?
Yeah,
elephants.
Like kings.
Yeah, like kings and queens.
Kings as I am.
All right, well, that's what we're going to do. Next, we're going to go down. There's a homeless guy up here. Let's put the stuff away, and we'll just bring the camera and the tripod, okay? We'll put the rest of the stuff away.
Okay.
Okay, and then we got to find some more quarters. Well, that's those guys. They got quarters. So we're going to bring this sandwich to a homeless person. We're going to throw it up there. Okay, that's at least the politicians could do that, right? They come here every day. Can't they make a half dozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and give them out to the homeless as they come to work?
Yeah.
It'll cost them like a dime each.
Well, if they just stopped taking everybody's money that they work for, they wouldn't have to friggin' do that. They wouldn't be homeless. They'd have money. They could pay their bills. I mean, the rich get away with murder and get to keep their money, and the poor have to give it all up to pay for all the crap that they're doing.
We'll be right back, sir.
We'll be right back. This is City Lights, City Streets, and we're in Boston, Massachusetts.
What date is it?
Home of the slave-driving state house politicians. It's August 22nd.
20 seconds.
Yep.
Say goodbye.
Bye, folks.
Bye, girls and boys.
Bye, girls and boys.
Bye, girls and boys, and this is Mark, and we're gonna go feed that sandwich to the homeless person. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, folks. This is Mike Hogan and Mark Lord at City Lights, City Streets. It's August 24th, 2002, and we're here at our illustrious hometown, Plymouth, USA.
And I would like to recite the ABCs.
Okay, I do my ABCs. A, B, C, D.
E, F, G,
what are those
H, I, J.
other letters?
What are those other letters? You mean alpha and beta, you know, the Greek letters? It's all Greek to me. So we had a lot of fun. Today is August 24th, 2002, as you heard Mike said. You did say that, right?
Yep.
And that's Mike's alphabet, about 4 letters. That sounds like the
Well, there
American...
wasn't enough money in the budget to keep me in school. You know how that is.
So that's right, that's why you only know up to E.
Yeah.
But you are taking alphabet classes this time, right? But they teach you, what is it, like it costs $100 per class, and then they teach you just one letter at a time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so what are you, up to F now?
up to F.
You get fucked, all right. Huh? What kind of school is that? So much waste in schools, isn't there?
Yep.
Name some waste.
Well, it's not so much this waste. The waste is what they're doing to the kids. Take away from their,
Freedoms.
from their rights to learn by taking away programs that they need in the schools for their arts and entertainment and music and everything else. And they just keep cutting the budget so
Yeah.
these kids have nothing.
And then the superintendents of schools get raises. They make like $80,000 a year. That isn't enough.
But the thing is, it's the private sector, again, that ends up getting stuck footing the bill because we can't allow our kids to go without these things. But until people stand up for their rights and fight these screwball politicians and take their government back, tell them what they want.
You stop automatically when I come back here? Don't do that.
It's like a light switch. Now you're on, now you're off.
Jesus H. All right, stay there. We're going to talk religion now, okay? And you're moving, okay? Don't you move.
You want to discuss religion
We're
with
going to
me?
talk religion. Because I know how you are about religion.
Is this a Catholic situation?
You know what my religion is? People.
Yeah.
Do a good deed, keep doing them. Even to the ones that do you a bad deed, don't do them good deeds. But occasionally, maybe, in the future, you might. Because you can turn that person around by that behavioral action of a good deed.
Well, it even tells in the Bible that religion and the church are the people. It's not about buildings, it's not about money, it's about people.
It's about helping people.
People coming together, believing in one common thing.
People.
Yeah.
That's what we believe
Other
in.
people.
People. Take care of people. Share the wealth. Share the food, the shelter.
Well, unfortunately, everybody knows my opinion on that as far as sharing the wealth. That's something. I was born and raised and brought up a Catholic, and I know a lot of priests. I feel bad because I know they're not the type of priests that are out there that are getting in all this trouble. But I was an altar boy when I was a kid, but I had a really good church. We never had incidents like this. And St. Francis up in Weymouth there. And, and I feel bad because of what my family goes through. But I also feel bad because here's really good people and their money, and they don't even realize it. All their money is being taken by these priests, these Catholics in this association who calls themselves nonprofit, and yet they sit back with billions and billions of dollars in assets in the Vatican. They have ties to the black market during wartime and everything else. You know, illegal games where some of the money in their banks come from. You know, and yet they can call themselves a nonprofit organization.
Absolutely wrong.
How do you do that?
I wanna-
Non-profit
yeah.
means you don't have a profit. You're not supposed to own anything. You're not supposed to be worth billions of dollars.
Well, you know, owning a home too isn't necessarily profit. I mean, everybody needs a home. That really isn't considered a profit because you'll never end up paying it off.
Well, no, they hide under the excuse that, oh, if, you know, it's not theirs. They're the priests. They're like the guardians over it. It belongs to the church. Well, the church is the people. So why can't poor Catholics who are living on the street go to the Vatican, the Pope, or their diocese and say, hey, you know, can you know, help out with some of that money you got there? It's mine, right? You said it belongs. You claim non-profit. You can't own nothing. And it is theirs anyways, because they all paid it into there. You know, I'm one who believes if there's poor people and suffering and people that don't have homes and people out of work, you know what I mean? No organization should be claiming non-profit status and then owning billions of dollars in assets and riches in their little bank out in the Vatican there and everything that they control, and, you know, claim that it's not theirs, that we take care of it for the people.
Yeah, but you got to remember that the Catholic Church has discounted those little fuzzy cardinals that sit on your dashboard in your car. They've discounted that greatly so every Catholic could have one. I like those fuzzy cardinals. You sit right up there on the dashboard. Oh, your car's going to protect me over here. La, la, la. Wearing right through the windshield. Try wearing a seatbelt like on school buses. No cardinal law is going to protect you. A little miniature cardinal law. Act now and we'll send you, you know. I think they should run churches like they do, like whorehouses, you know? Make a lot of money then.
They should run churches the way it should be run. Churches are the people. You know what I mean? If 100 people want to come down here and congregate and practice their religion and their beliefs and talk with one another and call themselves a church, you know, I think they should be able to. They are a church because they're together. And that's what the Bible says, that they are a church. It's the people that make the church. But it's like anything else, Mark, and you know that, you know what I mean? They get to a point in life where, you know, now they're not a church. You know, the church itself, the buildings, the cars, the people that control and run everything, it's a business. It's not a non-profit organization, it's a business. A business that runs and makes money.
Where are we? Who are we?
I know we're in Plymouth. Who are we?
Don't move. They're moving. If you could stay perfectly still, I got a good shot, okay? All right. Now stay there. Aren't you going to ask me to come over?
Huh?
Aren't you going to ask me to come over?
I'm thinking about it. Come on, Mark. Come on
Don't
over.
move. I'll tell you. I just want to be out of the picture.
Taking a long way around.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, this is Mark, and this is City Lights. This is Mike. Can he go off? Huh? Is this on? Are you in there? Huh? You get yourself a sandwich? Okay.
Get some of that bologna.
You get some
from
of
up
that
the
bologna?
State House.
Yeah, it's like whatchamacallit, huh? It's like the bologna in the State House. Yeah. I wonder if we get all beef Barney Franks there. Huh? If it doesn't say Franks, it's not all Barney. Right? They're the ballpark Franks. He'd make a mint if he sold a gay hot dog. It'd be great. Yeah, like we gotta get your hot dogs and give me the Barney Frank and all. And the vendor would have an easy time finding the guy that ordered the Frank because he'd have a pink shirt on with a flower in his hair, you know? There's another one. Okay. Yeah, well, ball beef Barney Franks. You gotta be lighthearted now, right? Because people will say, oh no, them again? That's why I used to do my show serious. One time I did a real serious show, and a guy says to me, Mark, I saw your show last night. Boy, was it funny. And it was like 2 hours, just dead serious. You know, you think to yourself, and you go,
They say people
how do
can
they?
find humor in everything.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just waking up every day, you find humor.
Well, yeah, like for instance, you know, when the Twin Towers, when that crashed, the planes crashed in there, horrible thing. I really feel sorry for the families and stuff. But the people that were on the plane, in a way, was glad it happened the way it did because they didn't have to eat any airplane peanuts.
No.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that reminds me, Mark.
Yeah,
You bring that up about New
Yeah.
York and the firemen.
Yeah.
Did you hear the thing on the news now where they were saying the guy went up and made this big speech telling how they felt that the problem which happened here was there's no communication and too many firefighters, off-duty firefighters rushed into the building. You know, I don't know how others took it, but I thought they came out the wrong way. You know what I mean? What's wrong with a bunch of people caring enough about their fellow man to rush in, you know what I mean? These off-duty firefighters to rush in and save lives and do what they've been trained to do, what they believe in doing.
They did stupid things, but
No, they didn't do stupid things. They did the right thing. They put their neck on the line.
Well,
it's not about, you know, to even bring that up and say,
true. You're right.
you know, oh, the problem here was that too many. No, the problem was that
Building
not
fell down.
enough people,
Did what
you
they
know,
did.
did what they were supposed to do. Like in our government, all the ones that knew this crap was coming and didn't do nothing about it. These guys that ran into that building and risked their lives, they did what they knew they were supposed to do. They did what they were trained to do. They went in and they stood up for the people of the country and the people that were in trouble in those buildings to save their life, even at the expense of their own. You know what I mean? That's an American. That's somebody that stands up and believes in his fellow man. You know what I mean? To the point where he'll stick his life on the line to do something for him. You know, I've learned, Mark, and you probably know this, you know, there's different kinds of people, you know, and I could never be one of them people to stand on the sideline. If there was a burning building, I'd be the guy trying to get in it and save anybody that might be in a building and get them out, because that's my brothers, my neighbors, you know, the people I live with. Yep. And I don't want to see them get hurt. And yet, if you go to any fire, any major catastrophe, look how many people you see just standing there watching. You know, oh, look at the big fire. Look at the building burning down. You know what I mean? And there could be people that need help.
Well, you're right.
You know,
you're
don't
right.
knock those firemen and policemen that did what they did, because they did it because they believed in the people, they believed in the community, and they were doing
Well, they
what
did their
in their
best.
heart they knew was the right thing to do.
do.
You know what I mean? I don't think I could live with myself. If I was an off-duty police officer, fireman, and I was right there, and I could have done something, but I stayed away because I thought, oh, well, they got enough people here. No, they all jumped in and did what they had to do because that's what they believed was the right thing. You know what I mean? Don't knock them. Don't say nothing about it. Don't even say that what they did wasn't appropriate.
Right, absolutely.
You know, because that's what they did.
But you know, on the streets of New York, when that happened, the very next, very same day that night, they were making jokes about it in New York comedy clubs.
Yeah, but well, you know, that's one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
But it's just a matter of, you know, you can't knock these guys.
Why can't you say anything funny?
Tell us a joke. Funny.
Tell us a joke.
Tell us a joke?
Yeah.
I don't know no jokes. Well, unless you're talking about individuals known as politicians. Then I know a whole shitload of jokes.
Who do we... Oh, yeah, never mind. All right, we just came back from Boston. Huh? Stand right there, right in front of that case there. So what else you want to say? You want to wrap it up? Why don't we both make a final statement? I'll give you a minute final statement, then I'll take a minute.
Final statement?
Yeah.
My final statement is the same one I keep saying all the time. Get off your ass, people. Start doing the right thing. Send letters, write to these people, call them on the phone, bug the crap out of them. We even gave you numbers on one of the shows to call. You know, look up in the yellow pages. They even got all the numbers here for all your local agencies, state agencies. Call the town hall and tell them you want the numbers for all your local reps, your state reps, your congressmen, your senators. Write them letters, call them on the phone, tell them you're sick and tired of this stuff and that you want to be heard. And if that don't work, then eventually enough of us will get so tired of it, we'll get together and stand up and we'll have another Million Man March. Only this one will be the Billion Man or 3 billion. We'll get as many as we can and make them hear what we got to say.
Well, he took my minute, so.
No, you got your minute.
So, I'll see you. He just took the words right out of my friggin' mouth. He just actually went down there.
Back.
And, oh. And there he had a little lamb.
I put the wrong words.
Put the wrong words. We gotta put a stop to this, what's going on, and you know it, and this is Mark, and this is St. City Streets, and we'll be right back. Bye. Write me at P.O. Box 1503, man, Massachusetts. 02345. Say bye, Mike.
USA all the way, baby.
Yeah. And that's why she divorced him in the first place anyway, because she found out that every ruler doesn't have 12 inches. Yeah. And say, Mark, where you going?
Mark, where you going? Where you going? Come here. Hey. Mark, come back here. Come back here. I got a couple more. Welcome back, folks. Mark is finally getting his humor back. We hope. Mark, where are you, buddy?
I'm right here.
Well, there you go.
Hold on, I was just going to explain.
He's back.
This is why I had the problem in the first place.
Mm.
I had this. See this stuff right here? This is the. You see that?
Yeah, go ahead.
See that, Mike?
Shh.
See that? You good?
Bike? What bike? I didn't see any bike.
I didn't
Come
see
on.
a bike. I would.
All right, come on. Just talk about that. Hey, talk. You gonna talk about this guts or what? Yeah, go ahead. Show us. Yeah, all right. Those are ovaries.
And,
Yeah.
and then all the blood went, and I felt better.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, cool. Oh, there she goes. You should see the backside, folks.
You got a light?
No.
Mike, you got a light?
I don't smoke. You asshole. I don't smoke.
You don't smoke?
No.
Oh, I didn't think you smoked. No, it's not a good thing. No, smoke is not good.
Oh, cut!
Let me
Somebody's
have a
saying
cigar.
cut. Okay, folks. All right. Watch this. This ought to be cute. Yeah, okay, here we go. Wow, look how that cigar grew. Wishful thinking. All right, here we go, folks. Mark's humor is back. Now he's going to give us a few jokes.
Oh, jeez, you put me on the spot now.
Yeah, that's right. So, we'd like to have him cue right in here now. And
Cue right in? Okay.
Pick right up.
Okay, pick right up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious about you want a joke? Why did the chicken go up halfway across the street?
Is it a half-assed chicken?
He wanted to lay it right on the line.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, I have another joke for you.
Okay.
Why did it take 5 women with PMS to screw in a light bulb? Because it just does.
You know why they call it PMS? Because mad cow disease was taken.
Speaking of mad cow, did you hear that President Clinton went out with his wife the other day to a restaurant? They went to one of these steakhouses. They get in there, you know, and they sat down, and the waitress comes over and says, sir, what would you like? He goes, I'll have a nice, thick, juicy steak, right? And she goes, mad cow, sir, mad cow, mad cow. And he goes, oh, no, she'll order for herself. I can see your humor's back. I liked his. I liked that echo I heard the other day about the mad cow that brought back memories. Come on.
What?
Here we are, folks.
This is City Street. City Lights.
He thinks he's Mark.
This is Mark.
This is Mark. He thinks he is. Since he's had that blood transfusion, he's Stinky the Clown.
Stinky.
Pew, 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 pew. So how long did it take you to get that blood in you, anyway? Did they have one little pipeline that came all the way from Canada?
It was a
Aorta.
no, yeah, and they put an order in there. Yep.
Aorta.
For the aorta. They put the order in for the aorta, and they
What's a zebra?
They did put a pixie stick up a zebra's ass to dipstick it so that they could.
Now listen, we went from A to Z in that one little motion.
And before that, before I knew it, I felt fine.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely fine.
Cool. Who picks out your clothes for you? Perma-wrinkle?
That was the clown, the other sad clown's
Oh,
brother.
yeah, he used to wear that kind of crap?
That was his other brother.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Crinkle.
Crinkle the Clown. Crinkle the Clown.
That was good. Crinkle the Crown.
From the Saturday and Paul
Crinkle the
Carter.
I was wondering, Captain Puff.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is, but he should come on and say something or do something. We should put him on the hot seat. It's right down here, Captain Puff. All right, Captain.
Hey, Captain, how's it going, brother?
How's it going, man?
All right.
How's everything going? I heard they went.
We're having a hell of a time here tonight, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, I can't remember the last time I had such a good time.
Here you go.
Right here on
Here
City
you
Street,
go.
City Lights.
Ooh,
Yeah.
But you know something? No
He
women.
thinks he's
I
Mark.
can't believe he won this award.
Put that down.
He's got that. What the hell is this?
Oh, yeah.
He's got that. Well, you know, he won that award. Yeah. It was in the OCM there the other day.
Don't believe everything you mean.
You mean the mackerel wrapper?
The mackerel rapper
There you go,
there.
yeah.
You know, the competition ain't too tough, though. He's got some, what's he call himself? Mr.
Pinko?
Mr. Blob or,
Okay. Isn't that wrestling show?
yeah, what the hell's he called himself? Tiny? Mr. Tiny there, he wears his sunglasses with all the gook wrestling. What the hell is that? Where else he get that stuff? You gotta watch the real stuff around here. All that, Mr. Fuju, took out Mr. Woong Doom Woong with a Haishi Watcha move. He hasn't used that since 1962. Who gives a shit that stuff that guy wears? Your competition sucks. And you got the Reverend there. Yeah, send in your dollars. Send in the dollars. That ain't much for competition, but I can't believe that,
Hey,
Tippoletti there, he had somebody on the other day was teaching you how to change the paper at the bottom of your bird cage, and I really thought that was a hell of a show. He should have beat you out.
Yeah, everybody
I
wants to
can't
know
believe
about
you
the
beat
bird cage.
Tippoletti there, he had a hell of a show. He had two broads on from the home animal shelter, and they know how to change. You got to change the paper in the bottom of the bird cage every 2 weeks.
Well, listen, listen,
water.
Captain Puff. I heard
And
that you were in
then,
a movie. You were in a movie.
Oh,
Captain Puff.
yeah, I got a movie coming out, everybody. You got to go see it.
What is it?
Not everybody can go see it, just
Is
the
it
older
good?
folks.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, is it good?
It's a real good movie, but only the older kids can go. Because,
Why?
Well, it's rated R.
It's rated R.
It's rated R. But, your competition, but I can't believe the kid who works the hardest in this town, who's there every night, goes without meals, goes without sleep, is that little guy there. You know, he dyes his hair, little Cap Sports there. Cap Sports. I can't believe you beat him. I can't believe him. He does a good job. That guy, what's his name? Anybody know his name? He's everywhere.
Is he short?
He's out every night. He's everywhere. He goes with the little kids, the big kids, the high schools, the both high schools. No.
His name's Carl Fat?
Yeah.
No, that ain't it. I know that ain't it.
Let's see if we go. Carl Satt.
No.
Carl, did you
I
say-
can't believe there
Carl,
wasn't
did you
enough
ever
people to
say-
vote.
But
I
listen,
can't
I
believe
heard
you beat him.
I heard you were in another movie too.
What's that? I'm nationwide. I'm nationwide.
That's
you know.
right, yeah.
I mean, geez, ask your fans out there. I'm sure they've heard of Captain.
That's right.
Captain
When is
Puff,
Captain
ain't
Puff going to come?
they? Captain Puff. They heard of Captain Puff.
Captain Puff.
They heard of the Puff.
So, Captain, tell me this. Where are your Buccaneers?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Where are your Buccaneers?
I used to be a wrestling manager, too.
And your Buccaneers are
I used to
gone.
be...
That's why you
A
can't
lot of
do
you
anymore.
must know me as the Colonel. A lot of you out there think back, go back into the archives,
Get over here. What the hell?
and you'll remember me as the Colonel. And that's when I was my claim to fame. And then
Was that chicken?
No.
Hamburger.
Me and the, I can't think of their name, the Moon Goons. There's a few of you out there that remember me as the Colonel. And I want you to write in to P.O. Box 1503, Management, Mass. 02345. And I want you to put a penny in every one of those requests. And if we get 100 pennies, me, what's my name? Puff. Me, Captain Puff, will be back here for another segment of This is Mark. This is City Streets. This is Mark.
He thinks he's Mark.
And he thinks he's Mark.
But he's not. He's that sad
Come
clown
up
still.
with this full-blown blade like a plaid cow.
He's got mad cow. You know,
No,
you're
not
talking
bad. What
about.
the, yeah, bad.
Bad blood.
blood.
Yeah,
Bad blood. Let me tell you, Mark didn't need bad blood to get like that. I'll tell you
shit.
that right now.
He-
He wasn't, I'll tell you another thing. He wasn't born that way. He had to learn to be like that.
That's
And I'll
right,
tell you
that's
that.
right.
Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable.
I'll tell you.
They'll let anybody on this show, won't
I
they?
know it. Jesus Christ, I don't know who recognizes me. Nobody knows me.
Me neither. Oh.
Oh, well, they want me to go bye-bye, everybody. I'm getting the director over
With a
there.
big knife.
So, all right, false stop.
Don't say anything. What happened to Captain Puff? He's gone. Unbelievable. Hey,
City Lights, City Streets, and I'm Mark, and that's Paul. We had Captain Puff on, and if you want Captain Puff to be a better person, pirate puffed, then you can write it at P.O. Box 1503, Manhattan, Massachusetts 02345, and a penny for every letter.
what is that?
And we want.
Voices from above? All right, go ahead. Come on.
No.
Are you done? Thanks, folks, for watching.
And watch
Yeah,
for the second segment, which would be pizza. Crystals.
Crystals. Monte Crystals?
Not Monte Cristos, no.
Crystals and
Monte
Brockton?
Cristos is good. Well, I like Cristos and Brockton, yeah. No, but we're going to go to Plymouth House of Pizza, and we're going to have Cristos cook the fastest and best pizza ever, and watch for that. And that's right after this. So go get yourself a sandwich. We'll give you a few minutes. We'll put a little musical interlude, okay? All right, see ya. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, see you later, brother. This is City Lights, and he thinks he's Mark.
And he thinks he's Paul. And we'll see you.
Good night, folks.
I'll be right back. Bye, Paul.
Don't watch his show anymore. I'm going to have my own. The hell with him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Unbelievable. Sometimes I think he's up here. Oh, no, that's a Twilight Zone. I think well, wrong song. But, folks, don't ever watch. He's trying to tell me, don't ever watch his show ever again. Ever again. Captain Puff, 100 pennies to P.O. Box and zip code in Manhattan, Massachusetts. Thank you very much, folks, for watching, and good night.
Have you got the best 45-minute show you've ever
Wait a minute, this is the best 45-minute show. I want to interview Paul now. Paul, how you doing, man? You're not really this crazy, are you?
No, I'm very serious.
Very.
Give him a pump.
All right, and a little woogie. Get up! Wait a minute.
that
Everybody
guy's
up,
still sitting down.
Get up! Get up!
up there.
Get up! Here we go. We got everybody up. Everybody that's going to participate, are you up? All right. Here we go. A little
Once
turn.
I do this,
and boom. And a little turn, and boom. And a little turn, and boom. All right?
All right, good.
And we're going to speed it up every time. Ready?
Hey, get the hell out of
There's
here.
There's the guy with the
You're a
vein.
pain in the vein.
Yeah. You don't want him no more. Don't forget to send your pennies in. We need 100
Yeah.
pennies.
Boom, punt him right
Boom.
out of here.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Do the puff. Do the. Oh, wait a minute. We're supposed to do both hands.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ready? A little faster, a little faster. Are we all up now? Are we all up now? All right, hold on to me, buddy. Hold on to me. Oh, Jesus, your nose is full. No, turn around.
Oh,
Turn
the
around.
other
Turn around. This is the puff. Send in your pennies. This is the puff.
Woo!
Okay, here we go. This is a testing 1 2, testing 1 2, and this is Mark, and this is City Lights, City Streets.
and we'll be right back. City streets. What are we all doing? I'm gonna have some Yahoo. Yeah, it says shake well. Yahoo. How's like Captain Puff, huh? All right, Captain Puff. The puffer belly. Yeah, Captain Puff. Did you know his mother was Powder Puff? His father was Puff Daddy, and he has a half white and half black sister named Cocoa Puff. Yeah, Cocoa Puff. And of course he has that funny brother who's a little bit funny on the wild side, if you know what I mean. Cream Puff. Okay.